for those who...
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. It's Wednesday, you guys. It's Hump Day. We're still in masking hell. Masking hell. Fun. So, also, man. Ooh, it's a Grim Reaper day. Telling you. Grim Reaper day. So, well, let's get started with some business, shall we? Let's get this knocked out. Hey, if you like the Grim Reapers like I like the Grim Reapers, man, you should go to childofmecha.com and you should hit that store link up at the top and you should buy one. Just saying. Go get some. Go get you some. What else? If Guelo, what's going on, buddy? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Sorry, got distracted by that. Okay, so if you see any of the tools that we work with, that we will be working with this evening, if you see any of those and you're interested in those, man, I've already sourced them for you. I found them. They're easy to find. Go just below here on YouTube, or go this way and hit up the Amazon link. It's already sourced. It's all there for you to find. Most of the stuff is on Prime. I try to get the stuff that's on Prime. I try to link that as much as possible, right? So all that's on there, all the tools and stuff, streaming gear, books for inspiration, all that good stuff you can find on there. Have at it. Purchase what you need. So let's get started. What do you guys think? I think so. What a day. What a day. It's been an interesting day. That's for sure. That's for sure, right? It's been an interesting day. But we got work to do. We're going to do work. Let's get it. Shall we? Camera 2. There we go. Oh, Andrew Young, drunk boys here. All right, so this is what we're working with. This is what we're going to be doing this fine evening here. Let's get you zoomed in, shall we? Boom, there we go. Right there. So this is the inside of the Jesta shield, and for those of you guys that don't remember what the original looked like, there's the original, and the yellow obviously is all masking tape, and that's what is masking. That's what masking hell looks like, people. It's not fun. It's tedious and it's boring. It's the worst part of modeling, in my opinion. Some people like this. Some people find this meditative. Me, I find it torturous. Like, bad. Right? So, we're going to try to get this knocked out. So, let's see. Let's get locked in there. Otaku Dan, what's up, buddy? Thank you for that follow. Appreciate that. Really do. Andrew Young, I like masking. You would, man. God. Willie Matamoros, he says, I don't want to get to that level of masking, but I have to if I want to progress. Yeah. It's one of those things. It's one of those, man, just kind of necessary evils in the hobby. It really is, right? And it's, like I said, it's the worst part of, it's the worst part of building for me. It's just, like I said, it's boring, it's just terrible. But we kind of just wade through it, trudge, if you will, and we do the damn thing, right? So that's what it's all about. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. So we have kind of like sub panels here on the inside of the shield. Okay, so we've got panel here, 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 and then we've got this large one kind of on the perimeter of this middle part here. This is all one piece. All this gray is one piece, so there's no separation. There's no part separation, unfortunately. So what we got to do Twitch chat. There's gold in there. Oh, really? Yeah. I wouldn't say it's gold. It is what it is. You know. Anyway. Focus there. Camera? Camera doesn't want to focus. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. There we are. So, we've got subpanels. And that's what we're masking off here. Right? We're masking those subpanels off. Andrew Young. He got baited. Man, motherfucker. Get out of here, Andrew. I can say that to Andrew because me and Andrew we have a interesting relationship. Alright. So, let's see what we got here. What I want to do next with this, we've got these middle sections masked off here. We need to mask off this kind of long-ish section right here. You guys can see that. There we go, kind of in the highlights, right? There we go. Andrew Young, we're the dynamic duo. Dynamic duo. So am I Batman to your Robin? Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not Dick Grayson. You might be Jason Todd or something like that. But nah, you're no Dick Grayson. Oh man. Robin Hood. Masking is boring, but peeling it off is orgasmic. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a good feeling. It is. Guelo, are you going to be joining us this weekend on the B&B on Saturday? Yes. Yeah, I will be. I will be there. So, Tex invited me for that. And I have no idea what I'm getting into, but should be interesting and fun. So we'll see, right? Freddie Torres. Andrew, I know he's fucking Red Hood, you brick-headed moron kid. God bless America. Like, seriously, Andrew, like, why would I reference you as Jason Todd if I didn't know the history of Jason Todd? Guelo, looking forward to it. It's more or less just shooting the breeze in Google Meetups. Cool. Ready, Torres. That boy ain't right. Yeah. That boy ain't right. Tim Kilborn, you are the George Clooney Batman. No, I am the Val Kilmer Batman. Come on. Come on, Tim. Get it right, buddy. Get it right. I am the Val Kilmer. Oh, Cloney. That should be damn it. Nice. Anyway. Alright, so again, distractions. You guys are funny. So what we need to do is we obviously need to get dimensions on this because I want to try and cut this and good if it was on screen and mask this in one piece. I want to get one piece on there and that's it. I don't want to mess around with multiple pieces and all that garbage, right? So that's what we're trying to do, right? So, Guelo. Nice. But How can you be Batman if you're Tim? Andrew. My God. All right. So we've got what? About looking at 19 millimeters long. We're looking at 3.5 wide. So that's what we got. So the 18 millimeters won't cut it for this one, unfortunately. So what we got to do is we have to cut a dimensional strip along the side here. That's what this section along the side here is for, right? Let's get 10 millimeter. Now, what we do is we take that. Let's get zoomed out so you guys can see what the hell I'm doing here. There we go. Eric Mason. Got 2 questions for you. What do you use for weathering? I'll answer the first one. What do you use for weathering? Weathering, you can use a lot of stuff for weathering. You can use, what I really like for weathering are, where are they here? These guys right here. These Tamiya powders. These are really, really good. Really good. They will leave really kind of fine, really fine, subtle color variations and everything. And these are great. This color in particular, this oil stain right here, so good, you guys. I'm telling you. I will take that one powder, that one color, and basically cover the entire model in it in just a light coat. I'll just wipe it all over the model. And what that'll do is, highlight, subtly highlight the high spots, but then also just leave very, very subtle tonal gradations all over the armor and really kind of make that pop. That's big. I did that all over the Ozymandias. That was like kind of the first one I did that with. And man, I was super happy with it. Super happy with it. The second thing, what I would say, and mind you, I'm not a weathering guy. I'm usually kind of fresh off the factory room floor type of builder. I use Mr. Hobby paints in all their products, really. And obviously, since they're lacquer-based paints, they are much tougher and more resilient to, all the other types of paint that you may put on them. So what I'll do is I'll put all my base layers down and do all the paint, get all that stuff done, and then clear coat, decals, all that stuff. And then Tamiya acrylics I'll use as for chipping and stuff like that. That's what I did on the Aussie as well. So yeah, like I said, I'm not a great person to ask when it comes to weathering. You're more competent people when it comes to weathering. Jordan Neidhart, Ed, for those of you guys that know Ed. Gundam Taz on Instagram, he's really good at weathering. Justinius Builds, again, very good at getting that kind of, nice weathered look. Those are the guys who I would point you to. But me, I'm not that great at weathering. I will be the first one to admit it. So, it is what it is. Juan Sabanites. Santabane. Juan, I'm fucking up your name, dude. I'm so sorry, brother. Over there on Facebook, he says, masking is the bomb, man. Doing that myself right now. See? There are some people that just love it, man. I don't get it, dude. But it is what it is, I guess, right? So, I don't know. All right. Oh, yes. Aaron Simons. That's another good one. That's another good one. Aaron Simons from Australia. Yeah. That's a good one, too. So, check him out, man. He's good. So. All right. So, anyway, I digress. But I'm not going to answer your second question because it didn't matter. All right. So, here we go. We're going to lay this down right here along the edge. Just like that, right? Now, we are going to first square up the corner or the edges of this strip. So we're just going to zip there, zip there. Just peel those back. Just like that. Camera's a bit off. Let's get that. There we go. That's a little bit better, yeah? So we got this strip nicely put onto the edge of this acrylic sheet here. We've got the two ends squared up, right? So now we need to cut about 3.5 millimeters. So since this is right on the edge here, let me get that in camera. Since this is right on the edge, we measure from the edge 3.5 millimeters in. And I will try to keep my head out of the way as best as possible, but I can't guarantee anything, folks. Right about there, I'd say is good. Slice that. And there we go. So now we need 19. Come back. Jesus. Come on, camera. There we go. A little bit better. So we can measure from this edge 19. And it's a little bit less because we want it to fit inside. So right there is our 19 millimeter mark. Cut that, and then we've got our mask. Now, we're not done with this just yet. We still need to do a little trimming on this one. So we'll plop that right there in the middle, and we'll bring our part back in here. Now, what we've got going on here is, if you notice this indentation, and let me get the original shield here, it might be better off to see. This has bevels on all four corners, right? So we need to cut those bevels before we can lay this mask down. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna eyeball this. That's all you can do at this point. Okay, just like that. So now, that looks pretty decent. Let's get that laid down. Let's see what we've got working here. All right, now the big question, will this fit? That, my friends, fits like a glove. Yes, it does. And now, as you can see, I'm just using sticky tack. One of my favorite methods of burnishing down and making sure that this tape sticks accurately. Just press that right in. And man, it's just, it's really good. It's really good. It's almost damn near perfect. It's just a little off. Now that I look at it, it's just a little off. So, we're going to do the unthinkable. We're going to trim this right on the piece. But first, we're going to make sure that this thing is tucked into the corners as much as humanly possible. And we also need to get the debris out from underneath because it looked like a little speck of something got underneath of there, and that's going to lift up your tape. And if you're not careful, that will allow paint to get underneath there. Excuse me, guys. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta cut that. All right, so we need to do a little surgery on this mask. And I really don't like doing this, but sometimes just kind of grin and bear it. Okay. All right. We'll get you super zoomed in here in just a second, everybody. All right, so. Andrew, I am tired, buddy. Andrew Young says, you sound tired. I am tired. I am very tired. Martin Jones over there on Facebook, he says, can you make me an Optimus Prime? Not really. Unfortunately. Not my thing. Sorry, man. But thanks for watching. Alright. Let's get zoomed in. And there she is. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty damn accurate, you guys. That's not bad. Julius Demsky. Oh, good, you started without me. Sorry for being late. Family visiting. Man, it's all good, brother. Family's important. Guelo. Man, I wish those Flame Toys Transformer kits were cheaper in Canada. You know, I've seen them, and it's just, I don't know. They're cool and everything. They're just not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. That's all. Carlo Castro, Tim, what do you do with the gaps in the masking? The gaps in the masking. I'm not sure what you mean, Carlo. You mean like outside of what we want to mask? I don't know. I don't follow. Sorry. Space Rat 53 got some advice for painting pilot figures. I know one of the guys who works there, they're going to eventually get in some Gunpla and would be interested in taking some kits I've built for display. I mean, if you're asking for advice for painting those little pilot figures, yeah, Get you a set of these. I mean, that's that's probably the best advice I can give you. Now, if you're talking about those kind of non-scale, but really realistically more like a 1/35th style figure, like from the old school master grades and stuff. I mean, it's really more or less like kind of mini painting. So I'd probably look into tutorials for, those types of things. So, yeah. Honestly, I don't bother with either one of them. I just toss them. But that's just me. Let's see. Nigel Wilson. Or Nigel Windsor the third. All right. The third. This is the Master Grade Jesta Shield. This is obviously super zoomed in, right? Wow, shaking. Guelo, heading to bed. Talk to you later. Take care, buddy. Take care, buddy. All right, let's get out of super zoom. Go back to 1. There we go. Carlo Castro, Andrew answered it. Hey, look at that. Andrew actually, Andrew did a good thing? Nice. James, good evening, Tim. Continue being a talented person in this hobby. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Julius Demsky, I believe Zaku Aurelius did a short tutorial about painting the 1/100 and 1/44 scale figures. I think you're right. I think Zach has done tutorials on those things. I'm not sure. Oh, Jesus Christ, Andrew. Andrew's killing me, you guys. Hang on. Fine. There, Andrew, you happy? Christ. This kid. Now, what is it? Spaminican? Spaminican? 18 over there on Twitch. Yeah, I don't pay him. I don't. Radical Kaijin. Mind if I ask what those pair of goggles on your head is? Yes, these are actually really, really useful. These are called Optivisors, or Optivisor. That's the brand name of these, but more or less not one word. Oh. Spam. Oh, fuck me. Spam in a can. Sorry, buddy. I see the one word and spam in a can. That makes sense now. It's a great name. It's a great screen name, by the way. But Optivisor. That's what these are. You can get them on Amazon. These are the actual Optivisors, but they sell they sell kind of knockoff versions, so you can get them a little bit cheaper than what these are. So yeah, Optivisors. Flynn Berger, what's going on, Flynn? He says, "Good day." Good day back. What's going on? All right. Scary that Andrew has admin power. Yeah. It is what it is, man. Nozaku boy. What's up, James? He says, "Good day, guys." Man, it's like, what, morning, midday for you Aussies? Wish it was midday. I'd be more awake. Yeah, I'd be more awake. They make you look like a cyborg. I know, right? Oh, crazy. Can you shoot lasers while wearing them? Maybe. I haven't tried yet. It's a good one, though. Zap a Willy. Nice. About 2:30. Yeah. 11:30 a.m. in Perth. Damn. Andrew says, "Get that energy drink in you, Tim." Yeah, I wish, dude. I wish. One of those things, you know? One of those things. Anyway. Oh, let's see. $5 at Harbor Freight. They have the same thing. Really? I didn't know that, Timmy. It's pretty cool. You can get $5 Optivisors at Harbor Freight. That's nuts. Captain Weirdbeard. What's going on? The magnifying goggles at Harbor Freight have 3 lenses. Interesting. Interesting. The Dwidget. That's Thurno Hobbies and Games for you guys playing at home. Let's see. Gamer Bud, wow. Just built a leg of my real great ashtray red frame. And is it tiny? Yeah, they are tiny. You with the Gamer Bud with the real grades, you guys. I don't get it. I don't get it. Ultraman Dyna. What's going on, buddy? Oh, you guys. I'm tired. I am very tired. Damn, it's only 10:30. What the hell? Alright. I think we're gonna call that a piece. Yeah, I think so. I think we're good with that. I think that'll mask very nicely. Trying to look at it here on screen. It's a bit different than looking at it in the real life, you know. Yeah, I think we're good there. I think we're good there. So we're gonna set that off. Let's see. Just put that right over there. Let's bring these in. Let's get these masked. These will be easy. Cody Napier working on a master grade. Fenis Rena, I don't even know how you say the Renacita? Renacita? I don't know. Whatever. Clear version while I watch. That's really cool. Andrew Young, you sick? I think I might be. I think I might be coming down with something. So, it is what it is. Pretty Torres. Don't get sick on us, Tim. Well, I wouldn't get sick on you. That's Jonathan's job. Oh, man. Carlo Castro, do you still have the California virus in you? Man, Jonathan's getting it from all over you guys, I'm telling you. Gizmo Con Gumpla. Jonathan. He's getting it from all over. What can I say? There you go. Freddie, blame Jonathan. Gumpla Geo. What's up, Geo? Bought their silicone brushes from the last stream. They're awesome. Thanks again, Tim. Welcome, brother. Hope they work out for you. Jeremy Jow. What's going on, Jay? I think you need a bit more Southern California weather. Brother, dude. Oh, I wish. Man, Southern California, man. That got me spoiled out there with the warm weather and the dry air, and oof, yeah, it was good. It was really good. Lots of fun. Really good. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to it. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to mask off this middle area, this recessed area that I have built up plastic strip around, and basically it's a simple box scribe, and then it comes up to the top here with kind of a nice little shape up here with some beveled corners and stuff. So Freddie Torres, it's raining today. Isn't that a good thing? Especially with like the wildfires and everything and the drought that you guys have going on. I'd say that's probably a good thing. It's like 32 degrees right now, man, and windy, which makes it feel way colder. Like, it's bad. I hate this weather. Tim Kilborn, stop coughing on the computer. You could give my computer a virus. Nice. Thank you, Timmy. Appreciate that, buddy. Long time no see, too, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Ultraman Dino. Damn. Man, those panel lines look freaking awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you. Carlo Castro, not good, Tim. Mudslides. Oh, yeah. That is one of those side effects when you don't have rain for 6 months and then all of a sudden it just rains. Mudslides. Especially in the hills. Yeah, that would be bad. But at least it's not on fire. Silver lining? Maybe. I don't know. Gumpla Geo, it's definitely brisk on the East Coast tonight. Very. It is very cold. All right. So, like I said, let's get back to this, shall we? Let's measure the width that we're going to need first. So let's take this one. Now, this tapers up and down, so we're obviously going to need several pieces of masking tape to make this work. But down at the bottom here, that's where we're going to start. That is 9 millimeters. Okay. So we're going to go just a little under 9 millimeters here with the 6 millimeter tape. Just going to cut a piece there. The half site. Been in the 20s and 30s in Georgia last week. Now Saturday it's going to be 70. What the shit? I hate weather like that, man. Ugh. I really, really do. That's getting sick weather. That really is getting sick weather. Oy. Carlo Castro, what's the chisel size for the notch? Okay, so great question. So all the panel lines are 0.15 millimeter. The notches, these two little guys right up here at the top, 0.3. This single one right here, 0.5. These down here that are on the borders of this little box right here, that's again 0.3. So there you go. Excuse me. William Wilms, that weather sounds like Missouri. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's cold. We get like a nor'easter or something. I don't know. It's been crazy. All right, so let's lay this in here. Let's get this masked off here. We're going to pop that right into the corner. And that's not... It's a little short. Yeah. That's just a little short. Just a little short. We need to cut one that's just a hair longer. Excuse me. I'm gonna pop it right there at the 9 millimeter mark. Cut that. All right, now peel that off. Let's see what we've got here. Is that on camera? No, of course not. Plagio. That's how old people die. Crazy weather. Man, you're not kidding me, man. That's much better. That's much better. All right, so in honor of Gio's purchase, we're going to break out the silicone brush. We're going to cram that tape right down into that panel line right there. Really good. Very good, useful tool for masking, you guys. These silicone brushes. Because they won't mar your paint or your surface or anything, right? These are great. Well worth the money if you're going to be doing serious masking. So, pick them up. They're good. Okay, so, but let's get you guys zoomed in a little bit here so you can see what I'm talking about a little bit more. Excuse me. Dry. I think it's just dryness. I don't know if I'm getting sick, but it's very dry here, right? So that's the main thing. All right, so, okay, so the problem with this particular piece, it's not a straight box, right? These sides taper out with the shape of the this thigh piece, right? So as you can see, right here you get a little gap and you get a little gap over here. So we're going to have to bring down a piece of masking tape kind of down into this corner and then just kind of tape up from there. Now, what we can do is use 6 millimeter off the roll. Where's my 6 millimeter? I lost my 6 millimeters. Damn it. Wait right there. Oh, I found it. I found it. I was doing some wiring earlier today, and I had to mark off one of the wires, and I just used a little piece of the 6 mil because that was the thing, that was the closest thing I had. So we got it. Is what it is. All right, so we're going to use 6 millimeter off the roll, and we're going to pop that, and we're going to lay this down on both sides, right? Right there, and we're going to really give that a good kind of stretch so it, you know, makes it completely straight when you go to lay this down. That's important. And then we will wrap this right up on top here. Now, come on, camera. There we go. So the problem, the problem that we're going to run into, obviously, with doing it this method is that we're going to need to cut this on the panel line. Not a big deal. Not as hairy as on the shield. Reason why is because you can cut into the panel line. It's not going to be a big deal, right? It's not ideal. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's better to cut the piece, place it on your model. That doesn't always work. That's not always feasible, right? Sometimes you need to cut it on the model itself, and that's where the panel lines are really good, right? Flute of the Blue Dragon. What's up? Finally made it. It's been a while. It has been a while. Thank you for coming back and tuning in. Appreciate it. So, like I said, we're going to wrap this over the top of this particular piece. We're going to lay the tape over the panel line, and then we will trim the piece to fit using the panel line. So let's get the other piece in place first, and then we will get to trimming after that. Oh, feeling it, you guys. Feeling it. No, this piece might not be long enough. Ah, man, it's just a hair too short. So we're gonna pop that in the trash. Let's get a longer piece. That's plenty long enough. There we go. Lay that right down into the corner. Oop, there we go. Sorry. Always off camera. Okay. So there's the box that we've scribed into this thing. All taped up, all masked. Let's get this tape just really shoved right down into the panel lines here. Now, another method for getting these, this panel or this masking tape into the panel lines and things like that, I just use kind of the edge of my tweezers, right, and I just kind of run that right along the inside, and man, that does a hell of a job too, right? Boom, just like that, easy peasy. Spam in a can on Twitch. I do like that name. Respect for that name. Says he's working on a master grade new Verka. The water slides are going to be the death of me. Man, I wish I could be working on water slides right now. Actually, water slides are like my favorite part. It really is. It, hands down. Water slides, I can go crazy on. Go crazy. So, but trust me, I understand. Let's see, Tim Kilborn. Those brushes are great for smoothing out decals as well. They get any tiny air bubbles out without hurting the decal. Yes. Excuse me. And later in the build, as time goes on, I will be showing my techniques for laying down decals as well, which is a little bit different, I think, than what most people would do. So that should hopefully be interesting as well, because masking is what I do for masking is a little bit different from what most people do as well too. So one of those things. Keep tuning in, right? Jeremy Jow, what about laying tape larger than the area you want to mask, then burnish to get the tape to mark itself with the panel lines, then pull the tape cut where the marks are and then reapply. The issue that you're going to run into with that, is that you're never going to get really, really precise cuts with that, unfortunately, because once you pull that off the piece, the corners that you've burnished down will start to flex out, and number one, those corners aren't going to be perfectly accurate anyways, unless maybe you're in a really, really hard corner. Most of these things, especially like this guy right here, I had to lay tape down and then cut them out along these sub panels. These sub panels are not hard corners. There are inclines on each one of them, so I had to take my time a lot to be able to accurately cut these out, and then it's a pain in the ass, I'm telling you. So that's a problem that you might run into. Me personally, I don't see myself doing it, which doesn't negate anyone else from doing it. Mind you, that's just another way. You know, and everybody has their own ways. It's the end product that we're trying to get to, right? So I'm not going to tell you guys that there's a right way or a wrong way. There are many ways. So that is a way. I just wouldn't, me personally, I don't think I would ever do it. Just honest opinion. So, let's see. Excuse me. Yes. R for Aurora. Andrew 2. Take some Mucinex, Tim. Yeah, right. Let's see. Julie Stemsky. Tim, is it necessary to overlap the tape so it can go into the panel line? When you mean overlap, do you mean like in the middle here? Or do you mean over the actual panel line? Good if that was in focus. I'm not sure. Dwidget. Throw no hobbies and games. Insert Ugandan Knuckles asking Tim if he knows the way. Nice. Nice. So, Julius, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, but what I would normally do is lay the piece of tape on the panel line, just up to the edge of the panel line. And then using tweezers or the silicone brush or even, sticky tack, press that down, and what that's going to do is then conform to the panel line, right? So hopefully that answers your question. No, on the edge of the panel line where you are pushing the tape into the panel line. Okay, so yeah, so like I said, what I do is bring it up and to the border of the panel line, the outside border of where you want to mask, right? So it basically covers the panel line. Not by much, though. You don't want to go far off that. And then, like I said, use like some tweezers or your silicone brush right there. And if the camera would focus, there we go. Or your silicone brush, and you just basically push that tape into the panel lines. That's how you're going to get really, really sharp lines for your paint job. So hopefully that answers your question, right? So, excuse me. All right, guys. So let's do this. Let's get this done. All right, so what I like to do is find the line here. There it is. So this is just another silicone brush, but it's got this nice little point, and it's not sharp either. It's very rounded. It's like a 1 millimeter rounded point, and basically I'm just trying to, you know, push the panel line tape down to find where exactly that panel line is. Basically just kind of trying to get an outline of it, right? So I can follow that when I go to cut. That's important. So let's see if you guys can pick up that highlight right there. Just like that. You can see where that that panel line is underneath. Okay. So with a very, very sharp blade, these are the NT cutters. Love these knives. We are going to very carefully cut along this panel line. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this. Hopefully my visor doesn't get in the way. Is it getting in the way? No? Okay, good. Alright. We just want to take it nice and slow. Okay. You want to go precision with this, guys. Nice and slow. And I think we've cut all the way through. So we slowly peel this back, and it looks like a successful masking job. And there she is. Nice and clean. Right? So, next thing, take your sticky tack, make sure those edges are nice and pressed in so that paint doesn't flow underneath and make your nice masking job obsolete. So, there's that piece. Ready for paint. Ready for paint. There we are. All right. Let's see. Andrew Young, at the rate Tim, this man is going, he'll be done with this piece at 12 a.m. Thanks, Andrew. You asshole. God. Ultraman Dinah, yeah, I was just going to ask what tool that was. Yeah. Silicone tipped brush. Used for ceramics and things, if I'm not mistaken. And man, these are great for masking and stuff like that. Decals, as Tim Kilborn had mentioned also earlier. So they serve double purposes, and basically you get well, a pack like this here. And you get 5 of them in this little guy, and then you get a set of bigger ones as well. These, whoa, unauthorized zoom, and you get these kind of brown-handled ones with the blue brush heads as well. So that's what you get in that pack. So yeah, like I think it was like $8, $9, $10 on Amazon, something like that. I forget. Well worth the money. Well worth the money. William Wilms. This is what you get for making him an admin. Yeah, I think it's temporary though, William. I think it's only temporary. Maybe for the night. I don't know. Because our boy Bailey, he's under the weather, you guys. So if you get a chance, you know, go tell him to feel better. He's under the weather this fine evening. So yeah, go wish him the best. Or for Aurora, rather have Bailey here, but we'll take what we can for an admin, I guess. Yeah, not having my right hand is a little bit tough, you know. Is what it is. But you know, I can trust Andrew. He's a good kid when he's not drunk or asking stupid questions. Oh man. Spamming a can. Okay, officially joined the masking club. Metal parts need to be prepped for matte coat. Nice. Nice. Ultraman Dyna. As a matter of fact, ever since I started to watch your streams, I have not only learned a lot, but discovered and acquired so many cool and useful tools. There we go. See, and that's the thing. I'm very much a tool-aholic, if you will. I like new and interesting devices that will make the job easier. That will make my time in creating a model easier and more efficient. So, yeah, I research and look out for different new tools, ways of using existing things in a way that they might not have intended. Case in point are these, you know, rubber little silicone brushes, right? So actually somebody hit me onto that. I forget who had mentioned that first. It was back in the day, way back in the day. But I kind of remembered them and picked them up on Amazon one day, and here they are, right? Eric Mason. Sorry, Tim, got to go. Limited internet usage. Great show as always. See you on Friday. Eric, take care, brother. Thank you for watching. Julie Stemke is, if Bailey is your right hand, is Andrew your big toe? Oh, Andrew. You're getting it from all sides, brother. You're getting it from all sides. Excuse me. Andrew, I ask the smartest questions. Oh, God. Carlo Castro, he says, he is saying to Carlo Castro, you can reuse masking tape. I probably wouldn't. It's just me. Especially like the Tamiya stuff, because once you lay that down, it is a bit difficult to lay that down again, because the adhesive gets weaker as you apply it. So he says it is still adhesive. I've made templates with masking tape and just keep it for when painting later. Yeah. Excuse me. Let's see. RF Aurora, Andrew too. I always go to Tim for modeling help, and he's pointed me to great tools. Before Tim, I was just a nipper and hobby knife guy. Now I've got airbrushes, a caliper, chisels, etc. Tools are great, man. They make the hobby fun. They really do. Ultraman Dyna, you may have mentioned it before, but did you come up with your masking technique of using the clear board, or did you learn it from someone else? Honestly, I just kind of did it. I just really developed it on my own. I got this clear sheet, and I don't know where or how I got it. I don't really remember. It was laying around for a while, and it just kind of found its way into the modeling room, right? And then after that, I'm just like, you know, what would make this thing useful? Just to put modeling tape down on the edges. I had the T-square and everything, so yeah, it's kind of how it developed, really. More like an accident. Zombie Owl 13 over on Twitch. First time watching your stream. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Good stuff. Hey, thank you for watching, Zombie Owl. Good name. People bringing it with the names tonight, I'm telling you. Let's see. Chat's going quick tonight. Oh, Andrew. Kev told me you can, whatever. I mean, you could, with maybe, you know, more, like a stronger masking tape. I don't know. Andrew Young, I mean, it works. Haven't had an issue with it, especially if I don't want to mask a piece. Dude. Let's see. Spam in a can. You can get plexiglass at Home Depot. It's cheap. Yeah, yeah. But you know what? The one thing about plexiglass. The one thing about plexiglass is that, at least the ones that I've ever run into, feel like they're softer than, say, a cast acrylic sheet. I mean, I don't know if that's the same throughout. Just in my limited experience, that's what I run into. But I mean, honestly, again, you don't have to use acrylic. I mean, any, you know, square board such as this, you know, it will be fine. I mean, hell, glass, you know, a squared off glass would probably work best, because you're not going to be able to cut into it with your hobby knife, so it's not going to scratch and get all dinged up and stuff like that. But what I find useful is this cast acrylic. You know, it cuts, but it doesn't impede you know, reuse. Let's put it that way. So, spam in a can. No, some are extremely rigid. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Again, very limited experience with plexiglass, but the experience that I have had, yeah, that's just kind of what I run into. But, you know, what do I know? So, but yeah, I mean, if it's rigid like that, and if it's dense, you know, similar to cast acrylic, then yeah, you should be able to use that, no problem. So, I know you can get like 10 by 10 sheets or 12 by 12 or something like that off of Amazon for pretty cheap. I'm an Amazon guy, you guys. I'm an Amazon fiend. I got Prime. I buy shit off there all the time. So I just, you know, when I can go Amazon, I will go Amazon, right? So, let's see. Zombie Owl 13. Sorry if this question has already been asked, but what are your thoughts on 3M painter's tape? It has its uses. Okay, it has its uses. You can use it for masking on model parts. You can. Is it the best? No. You know, 3M painter's tape obviously is you know, more geared toward home improvement and, you know, painting of walls and things like that, right? Excuse me. Goddamn. So you can use it. I know people that do use it. You know, what I would probably say is you'd have to trim off the edges to get a nice clean edge that's, you know, not all dinged up from packaging and stuff like that. So you can use it. I can't necessarily recommend it. I mean, if you want a really high quality hobby masking tape, Tamiya, for my money, is the best. So that's what I personally would recommend. It's what I use, obviously. So yeah. Cody Napier, are those brushes EG? Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah, agubas.com. Clay sculpting tools. Yeah, they sell them for a bunch of different reasons, right? So yeah, $8.99 for the set. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because like I said, you get 5 of the little ones, and I think 5 or so of the big ones too. So yeah. So there you go. EGUBOS or whatever. Yeah, those are the ones. Those are the ones, Cody. But anyway, so yeah, dude, I would do Tamiya if you can, if you can. Spam in a can, I wouldn't use it. There's better out there. Yeah. Andrew Young, I use 3M masking tape to cover large, big sections I don't want to paint. You know what? That's actually, and I hate to say this because Andrew said it, that's actually a good point. It's actually a very good point. I will use the 3M painter's tape because it is cheaper. Hands down, that is actually absolutely cheaper. I will use it for bases, like the bases that I create and things like that, to cover very large surfaces. When I am laminating plastic to MDF, again, creating bases, I will use the 3M painter's tape for that, simply because you don't need a hard edge when it comes to things like that. So, again, like I said, it has its uses, you guys. It absolutely has its uses. You just kind of have to weigh pros and cons when it comes to those uses. And honestly, when it comes down to brass tacks, only you are going to be able to weigh those pros and cons. So, Zombie Owl, I used Tamiya, just wanted to know if anyone has tried it. Yeah. Like I said, has its uses. So, there we go. Tim Kilburn, I use 3M masking tape, 3M for masking large areas, but with Tamiya on the edges. That saves tape if the area is really big. Yeah, exactly. Cody Neep here. Cool, ordered. Cody, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Amazon appreciates that too, probably. Jeremy Jow started recommending Azu tape just to make it a challenge for people to find. Holy shit. Yes, Jeremy. The Azu tape, that stuff right there is what Jeremy's talking about, the Azu tape. It comes in different sizes. Let's see. That is 1 millimeter, and then you've got a 4 millimeter roll as well. So there you go. Great minds, right? Great minds. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't use these anymore. I don't use these anymore. And these are the only 2 I have left. So, I mean, okay, I take that back. Sometimes I'll use them in a pinch when I need like a very long piece of like 1 millimeter or 0.4. So, they come in sparingly. Okay, I won't lie. But for the most part, I will just cut thin strips on the good old acrylic board here, man. Because you can get super fine cuts using this method too. So, yeah. Andrew Young, the silicone brushes are also on Child of Mecha's Amazon link. Yeah, you're right. They are. Let's see. Ultraman Dinah, I'm going to take your masking technique and teach it to my son. Man, that makes me feel good inside. But he knows it is yours because he's watching the stream with me. Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. That makes me feel really good inside, you guys. I'm gonna wax a little poetic here. Maybe get a bit misty-eyed, but Ultraman Dinah, his son, that's awesome. That's an awesome connection. I think mainly because having, you know, your son involved in a hobby that you guys both enjoy, such a connection there, and that's so special. And dude, your son, way later on in life, will cherish every second that he's building models with you right now. That's awesome, man. That makes me feel good, you guys. It really does. Very cool. Very cool. Julie Stemsky, there is Azu tape on Amazon right now. Really? Interesting. William Wilms, pinstriping would be my thoughts on their use. Yeah. Yeah, pinstriping is probably a good use for it. Yeah. Jeremy Jow, just super thin, nothing you can't make yourself. True. It's convenient. Let's put it that way, right? Dwidget, well, I'm off to do business stuff. See you guys later. Dwidget, thank you, brother. Thurno Games and Hobbies on Facebook, you guys. Go give him some business. Let's see. RF Aurora, Andrew 2. I saw the Chopper 2 for sale at Volks while I was in Japan. They wanted 9,800 yen for it. Holy shit. I guess, you know, they have to import it, so it's the opposite of us getting models, right? So the markup is real. Julie Stemsky, Dim, do you remember at SCGMC a father, his two sons won awards? That was awesome. Yes. You know what? There was a father that came up to me. His son, I think, won the junior category at SCGMC. And we were packing up because we were in a hurry to get out of the ballroom because evidently there wasn't, basically they thought they had more time than they had, right? So there was a father that came up to me and he just, you know, while I was packing up and everything, and, you know, he just complimented the Hummingbird and the Aussie and everything and all, and I was just like, man, you know, thank you, appreciate that. And he had his son with him, and, you know, his son was just, you know, this little kid, maybe, maybe 7, 8, 9 years old at most. And he had the award, and I said, hey, you know, you won something. What'd you win? And, you know, he told me and everything like that. And man, it just, I'm telling you guys, it warms my heart. It really, really does. That's so special. Yeah, Gizmo, Jonathan, he says, LOL, supposedly wedding was going to happen the show. Yeah, after the show. It was, I thought it was like a reception or something. So yeah. And it was the Salas family reception. I thought it was Dan. I messed with him a little bit. So yeah, Julius, dude, yeah, there were so many good times at SCGMC. It was great. Ultraman Dyna, heck yeah, man. We really got into Gunpla a couple years ago when we went to Japan. Oh my God, that's even better. Family trip to Japan? That would be amazing. I know my daughter wants to go. She's 10. She's into anime and shit, so yeah. Jeremy Jow, yes it was, Julius. Good times, a family rivalry brewing. That's cool. Andrew Young, when a 9-year-old wins an award for models and this dumb college student gets nothing. Well, dude, you're not participating in the right category, man. You gotta participate with the juniors. I think you might be cut off age-wise. So, here we go. All right, let's get back to it. Let's cough a little bit more, shall we? Oh, you guys. All right. Bring the board back into place here. All right, so we've got a duplicate to get knocked out. So if we take the exact same measurements as before, should be just right at the 9mm mark for the bottom. Cut that. Get the scrap masking tape off the tweezers. Peel that up. And then we will just pop that right into there. Okay. That looks good. Is it on camera? It's on camera. How about that? Oh, damn. You guys. Gizmo Gumpla. Let's be honest, Tim. The juniors would destroy Andrew. Damn, dude. Rough. Rough. Arf Aurora. Oh, damn chat. Moving too fast on me here. Come on now. Carlo Castro. Andrew, show up at SCGMC 2019. Try your luck there. Oh, yeah. Andrew says, I'll fake it till... I'll fake it. I can pass for 12. It's true, he can. The girls say that. Arf Aurora. Andrew, too. At least others can build right now. LOL. Had to put my tools up until my left hand heals. Man, I know, right? I heard about that, Andrew. I'm sorry. For those of you guys that don't know, Andrew went to Japan recently, but he slipped and fell and hurt his hand a little bad, man. So, dude, best wishes. I hope you heal up quick, brother. I really do. Until then, you know, you can binge watch some Gundam anime or something. I don't know, you know. Silver lining? I don't know. Maybe. William Wilms. Andrew, what you need to do is just flood the competition with loads of your models. Then it is just statistics to help you win something. Oh, man, oh, man. Andrew is a youngin'. Nice. Let's see, Ultraman Dyna. My son has built more kits than I have. LOL, he likes master grades. He bought a Gundam 3.0 in Japan. That's cool, man. That's so cool. Excuse me. He's not wrong. Gizmo knows I'm bad at building. Nice. Oh, man. Spamming a can. I have, and I won't do it again. What, build? Enter the. I don't know. I think we were talking about. Whoops. I think we were talking about the entering juniors or something. I don't know. Zombie Owl. That seems to be the popular opinion. Let's see. Nice. Andrew Young, too lazy to build. Nice. Good job, Andrew. Well done, sir. Well done. All right. The taper on this one is a little less extreme, so that's actually a good thing because now we can just press this right into the panel lines. God, I hope I'm not getting sick. That would suck right now. So now all we have to do is run those two side pieces, and we should be good, right? Arf Aurora, Andrew 2. Probably won't be much Gunpla building once my hand heals. A few kits left in my backlog, but I have a few car kits to build and paint for my parents, and quite a backlog of military and sci-fi. Nothing wrong with that. Do some kit bashes. Do some sci-fi kit bashes. You know? Could be interesting. Could be very interesting. Okay. This is actually looking better than the other one right now. I can already tell. And this tape is laying really quite nicely into that panel line. Mm. There we go. All right, so that, not bad, right? Not bad. Andrew Young, no motivation, want to do resin, but too lazy to pin stuff. That's why you never win anything, Andrew. It's just the truth. That's why you don't win anything. Alright, let's find this panel one. There we go. That was much easier than the last one as well. Alright, good stuff. Right across there, that looks like a winner to me. Julie Stemsky. Whoop. Andrew Young, me too. Resin kits look very intimidating. Need to master this kits first. Resin can be difficult if you get a bad kit, if you get a bad cast. Sometimes, though, it can be very fulfilling and great to work with. It's all, you know, it really is all in the quality of the cast of the kit, right? William Wilms. We always have victory, man. Always. Always victory. We always win. Boom. Whoa, where's the focus? Where's the focus? Where's the focus? Oh, we lost it. Damn it. Oh, frickin' camera. I swear. There she is. Flawless victory. Yeah. There we go. 2 leg sections. Done. Moving on. Moving on. Andrew Young, literally like a few pieces to mask. I just done want to do it. Done want to do it. My oh my. All right, ladies and gents. Oh, speaking of peeling the tape off, right? So one of the pieces that we masked last time were these little guys. And those came out rather nice. Not too bad at all. Let's get super zoomed so you can see the wonderful detail. Look at that. You can even see, look at that, down in that little itty bitty crevice. there's a scratch on the red one. Man, get out of here. There ain't no scratch on this. Punk ass. But yeah, you can see how that, just this teeny tiny gap right here, a little red gap. That's like, I don't even think that was 0.5 millimeter of a piece of masking tape, and that just looked great. Looked great. Yes, Julius Dembski, these are the custom, these are the scratch build vents that we made back many streams ago. Yeah. So, yeah. We can't see it. We can't see what? Dude, there's no scratch. See? There's no scratch there. And guess what? There's no scratch there. And if you're talking about, okay, so if you're talking about, let's see, that little bitty thing right there, holy shit, dude, that is not a scratch. That is, like, that's nothing, for real. Yeah, that right there, if that's what you're talking about, that little thing right there, you can't even see it, right? Look at the shine, how it just shines in the highlights. Trust me. In person, you will never see it. Especially when this bitch is flat coated and panel lined and everything. I'm not worried about it. You gotta imagine, this super zoom right here, this is like crazy zoomed in, right? Ruler for scale, okay? So that is maybe 1.5 millimeters, maybe 2 millimeters long at most, right? So, nah, I'm not worried about it. Not a big deal. What I'm worried about is that wonderful masking job. Look at that. Look at that. Super crisp, clean. Pfft. Get out of here with that, Andrew. Killing me. Killing me. This guy. I'm talking about scratches. Oh my. Only acceptable for scale is using banana. Bananas or bounce. I don't get it, but that's cool. Is what it is. I shall enjoy another drink. So moving on. Let's get out of super zoom. Okay? Bloop. And bloop. And there we go. All right. What shall we mask next? That's the big question. That's the big question. You know what? Let's dig in the crate and see what we still have in there that could be interesting for you guys. Let's see. How about, yeah, let's get this. This is the back of the head. Let's work on that. And then what else could we work on? Ooh, maybe these little grenades, because I want to mask off just the front little tips of those. And obviously none of this crap is on camera, and I apologize for that, you guys. Zombie Owl, gotta bounce. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed your time. Do the head, do the head. Gotta bounce. Rock and roll. Okay. So, the head itself, the head components, are actually not all that difficult. Here's the side camera. And there's the other side. I think the other ones are in the dun bin. Let's get these moved off so I don't damage those. Let's take a look. Let's dig in the dun bin, shall we? Zombie Owl, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, so this is the dun bin. These parts are done painting. Here's the face plate. It's just one color. It doesn't need masking. I'm not going to paint the chin piece. I don't think it needs it. I don't think it needs it. I think being all one color like this, I think will look good. And if I have to, I can come back and paint it, or strip this piece, and repaint it, whatever. Doesn't matter. Cody Napier, thank you for that. Thank you for the subscribe on YouTube. Appreciate that, buddy. Here's the back of the head. Again, one color, real simple, easy, nothing crazy. This particular paint job for me, I'm trying to go a little more, just a little more simplistic than what I've done in the past, just a bit, because I want this to look like a grunt suit, I want this to look like what you would realistically see a grunt suit in a Mobile Suit Squadron to look like, That's kind of the idea of this particular build, is to build something that you would expect, almost. But, obviously do it in such a way that is amazing, right? So, that's the goal. Hopefully we can achieve that. Here's the rest. Here's the main faceplate. Again, one color. Doesn't need anything else. Simple. Simple stuff. So we're going to put all that stuff back off to the side. Oh, you guys, I forgot. Tonight was the season premiere of Vikings. One of my favorite series on TV. I don't know about you guys, but I love me some Vikings. It's a good show. It's a very good show. I dig it. I dig it a lot. All right, so we're gonna work with this piece first, but let's show you the little camera deal here. This is in that kind of wheat, kind of grayish color, and then obviously it has dark gray accents on it all the way around as well. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. So we'll put that off to the side. We're not gonna mess with that too much, right? Let's see. Gizmo Gampla, Jonathan, my part organization self is losing. Oh, part organization self is losing it. I literally have to organize by section of kit, arms, legs, feet, chest, waist, and head. Yeah, man, sorry. That OCD's kicking in, isn't it? So, I mean, it is what it is, dude. You know, I mean, like, I've done this with, like, all my builds. Going back to, shit, before the Hummingbird. The dun bin. I just put them in a dun bin. And then I have a working bin. And it's not a big deal. As long as you don't, you know, just shake the shit out of them, they'll be fine. They're solvent lacquer-based paints. They're not going to scratch off or chip or anything like that. As long as you did your surface preparation correctly, then you'll be perfectly fine. I mean, look at all the builds that I've done since the Hummingbird. That's what I'm saying. Andrew Young, Titans is the best show ever. Titans is good. For those of you guys that aren't aware, the DC streaming service, the show Titans, it's pretty decent. I'm surprisingly pleased with Titans. So yeah, it is pretty good. It's pretty good. William Wilms, then wouldn't you just take a rattle can of camo colors and overspray the whole thing and call it a day? That is how I paint my Humvee. I mean, that's a way, right? It is a way. Andrew Young, Tim isn't a pleb. He uses an airbrush 24/7. Ha 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 ha. I mean, yeah. Andrew, get the fuck out of here. Titans is good. I don't care what you say. Titans is a good show. Like the live action Titans. Not like Teen Titans or anything like that. Whatever. Tim Kilborn, good night. Morning comes way too early. It does, dude. It really does. It's calling my name right now, in fact. Trust me. So, good night, Timmy. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Jonathan, LOL, it's okay. Everyone has their way of building. Nice. Andrew, you don't know a good show if it would crawl up and just tickle your nose, dude. Come on. RF Aurora, I'm going to be cheap. I'm going to wait till this season of Titans is up and binge it over a 4-day free trial. Yeah, I'm cheap too. I get it other ways. I get it other ways. I get that show in other methods. Oh, God. Andrew Young, I watch Rick and Morty. Best show ever. I haven't bought in to the Rick and Morty thing. I admit it. It's just not my thing. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so you guys, let's get back to it here. What we're gonna do for this particular piece here, focus camera. So I want to paint this area right here, this little box, and then I also want to paint this little stripe right here going across. So that means we have to paint, or we have to mask everything else. Thinking about it in hindsight, what probably would have been easier is to paint that color first and mask these two little sections and then paint the base section over top. That would have been more efficient. But I didn't do that. What are you going to do? So. Julie Stemsky, sorry for changing the subject, but have you looked at that Northwest short line, the True Sander, from the company that makes the chopper? Yes, I have. I think Scuffle sent me that link to it, and I've actually seen the True Sander is not really a new product. It's actually been around for a good number of years. Like even back like in the early 2000s when I first got into modeling. The company Micromark here in the States, they sell kind of their knockoff version or whatever, or a generic version of it. And I've seen the Northwest Shortline version and everything like that. It's cool. You know, you could probably get really great, you know, sanded edges. And honestly, for someone that isn't as dexterous with, you know, their hands and sanding and filing and stuff like that, then I would say that's a perfect product, right? For me, I probably wouldn't use it. But that's just me. I'm different from, you know, from everyone else. You know, my dexterity in my hands is going to be different from, you know, your dexterity in your hands. So if you think that's going to work for you, get it. You know, me, I don't think I have a use for it at this point. My 2 cents. So, Spam in a Can 18. Have a good night, everyone. Bedtime for me. Spam in a Can. Great name. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you learned something. So, come on back and see us. R for Aurora. Andrew 2. Hindsight is 2020. Yeah, unless you need glasses. Then it could be 2010. Or lower. Just saying. All right. So let's mask this off, shall we? What I need to find out is the distance between the bottom border of this line here and the top of that. Well, Nope. You know what, guys? It's not going to happen. Now that I think about it, Spam a Can, I'll probably be back. Austin, that sounds good. Come on back and see us. Thanks for coming by. Astrea Kai, well, my custom is almost done. Cool. What custom were you working on? Andrew Young, strip it. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to strip this piece. So, let's get... Do I have a little bin anywhere? Little bin. Ah, here we go. Little bin. And need some alcohol. Oh. Strip it. Spam in a Can 18. Thank you for your follow, buddy. Thank you for your follow. Welcome to the family. Thank you for that. All right, so got your 91% isopropyl alcohol. Just pour that a little bit of that in there. Be careful not to spill it on your other pieces, because then that will be a sad day for you. There it goes. And there she is. And that's going to turn a nice dark shade of blue here any second. Oh, let's get a glove on here. Strip it. Take that nice hot ISO stripper. Send her a little money and she'll strip. Wow. That got very adult, didn't it? Oh, all right. Andrew, I need to bring it down a couple notches there, buddy. I think Andrew Young is getting drunk with power. Yeah. Let's just all hope that Bailey gets better soon. Big time. All right. So, with that being said, watch this, you guys. If you didn't see the other night. Boop, boop, boop. Look at that. I'm just kind of hardly even doing anything, and that's just, you know, everything's just coming off. But before I mess any other parts up, let's get some stuff out of the way, because I do not want to repaint more parts than I have to. Okay. So, excuse me. All right. So we got a little paper towel here. We're going to move all the parts out of the way. We're going to grab this little guy here. And let's just go to work. Just getting all that paint and primer off of there. And as you can see, 91% isopropyl alcohol makes very, very short work of solvent-based paints like Mr. Color, Alclad, Gaia, Finishers, SMS, if you know, if you're down under. It's just the perfect chemical for stripping your solvent-based paints, or i.e. lacquer-based acrylics. Just dip that back into the alcohol, kind of wash that off a little bit there. And I'm trying my best not to splatter the alcohol around my desk, simply because there are other parts in the vicinity, and I do not want, like I said, to try and repaint those, because that would not be fun. Okay, one last time. Dip that in there. Let's see. And there we go, you guys. Cleanly and easily stripped piece. And that was what, maybe 2-3 minutes tops? Yeah. So, Carla Castro, I missed it. Why is Tim stripping paint? Nice. I like that. Like that second comment action you got going on there. So yeah, so basically the reason why I stripped this, let me explain it to you here, is because the way that I had it before, the way I painted it that nice, very light gray color. The masking, would have been very difficult, especially for this area right here, because this area right here is indented. It's basically angled down into this gap, right? So if we laid a flat piece of masking tape over this to try and paint this piece, chances are there would be a gap there, and it would either flow underneath that piece and get onto the edge of the piece that we're trying to mask and not paint, or it could even flow underneath of here and kind of do the same thing. So to prevent that, what we're going to be doing is paint this a base color that we want, this little strip here, and we want this little box scribe here. We're going to paint that first. Those are your accent colors, your secondary colors, right? So we're going to paint those first. That's what we're going to lay down after the primer. And then, making the masking easier, we're simply going to place a piece of tape here, wrap that through this gap, and then back underneath. And then we'll just place a nice thin little strip of tape right on top of that little stripe there. Mask those off, protect those, spray your base color over top of that, and then you've got basically a finished painted piece. So that's the logic. I didn't think that through. And those are the types of things that you, run into with masking, on this, on this kind of level. When you're trying to separate, panels and stuff. Sometimes it's not obvious straight out of the gates too. So Sometimes. A lot of times I have to go back, strip a piece that I don't like. Maybe I don't like the color, how it turned out, or maybe I don't like how I masked off and separated panels and stuff like that. That happens a lot. You have a picture of it in your mind, or you can even do like a mock-up, illustration or something like that. But until it's actually on the physical parts, you really don't know what that's going to look like. So we stripped it, we redo it. I mean, it's a small piece, it's an easy piece to redo. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it'll take maybe 20-30 minutes to get it back to base coat. So that's an easy, that's an easy time, time spent. So I'm not mad at that. So is what it is, right? All right. So let's see. Ultraman Dyna, how often do you replace the blade on your chopper? Just when you feel you need to? Yeah, kinda. Yeah. You'll know when it's time to replace it. Honestly, I don't replace it very often. Let's put it that way. When it's not cutting cleanly or easily like it should, yeah, that's when you should probably replace it. Now he followed up, is there a specific brand of blades that you use? I think you showed the dispenser that you got on one of your streams, but I do not see it in your list of tools. Yeah, you know what? That's a very good point. I should probably search that out. But this guy here, let's get the piece out of the way. This is the dispenser that I had probably showed you guys. And I mean, all of these are just straight blades, right? Just your normal everyday razor blades. These are by a company called Persona, and these are Persona Pro. I got these at Lowe's one time back years ago, probably. And it goes to show you how often I change my blade, right? I think there's maybe 6 blades in there, and I think there's 1 off to the side, so that's 7, and then there's 8, counting the 1 in the chopper right now, right? So I really do not change the blade in the chopper that often. So food for thought, I guess, right? But yeah, I mean, it really is just by feel on when you should be changing it. So you'll definitely know when it's time. Yeah. KH. Is that Kurt Hill? I don't know. Maybe. KH over there on YouTube. Was the paint on the part fully cured when you stripped it? Yes. Yes, it had been on there for, I want to say maybe a week or 2. So, yeah, absolutely 100% cured. The thing with isopropyl alcohol, 91% isopropyl alcohol, is it eats through solvent-based or lacquer paints like a hot knife through butter. I mean, it destroys it. But the good thing is it doesn't affect the plastic in any way, shape, or form. So, I mean, it's the perfect stripping chemical for, like I said, Mr. Hobby, Alclad, Gaia, etc., etc. So, yeah. It's easy, it's quick, and it has also an added benefit of making sure the part surface is pristinely clean, because that will not only strip the paint, but it will also clear off any debris, material, surface contaminants, all that stuff. So you now have a pristinely prepared piece ready for primer. And as long as you don't touch it with your bare fingers, that piece, I can pretty much guarantee will not chip, as long as you're using, lacquer solvent-based paints. So, yeah, it's a good system. It's a good system. Man, oh man. Carlo Castro, gotta go, Tim. Awesome stream. Gotta get back to work. Man, Carlo, thank you, buddy. Thank you for watching, brother. Let's see. 12:01. It's about that time, kids. It's about that time. I'll be honest with you. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for bed. Although I might stay up and watch Vikings. I might do it. I might do it. I think I will. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll stay up and watch Vikings. But in the meantime, you guys. So, update on for Friday. I may or may not be doing the stream on Friday, right? Astrea Kai, did you see the link, Tim? Link? Which link? I don't know. Let me know what link. Because I don't know what link. But anyway. Until Astrea Kai replies. Okay. Astrea Kai, there it is. Okay. Let's see what we've got. I got nothing. It says, sorry, this page isn't available. So I don't know. Whatever it is, I can't see it for some reason. I don't know. So, I don't know. Fill me in on the back end. Message me or something. But, alright, so, you guys, hit up chowdamecha.com, hit the store. If you want one of these nice long sleeve Grim Reaper shirts, they're up there. Short sleeves are too. And, yeah, get some hats, get some shirts and bags and other cool shit. Get all that stuff, right? And then, again, if you wanted to see any of these tools, especially these little rubber silicone brushes, these are up on that little Amazon link down below here on YouTube, up on this side on Facebook. Go get you some of those as well, and have fun masking. Yeah. So, with that being said, you guys, it's a night. Oh, Friday. Almost forgot about Friday. I think I already mentioned it. Astrea Kai distracted me. I don't know if I'm going to have a stream Friday. I got a thing kind of Friday afternoon and evening. So I don't know if we're going to have a stream Friday. Watch the social medias. That's all I can say. Watch the social medias. So, all right, boys. Or girls. Until next time. Have fun. Build something cool. And learn to take criticism. Wise words. All right, guys. Good night. Love all of you.